Hey people, Silveus on my night Dow. Continuing my circuit of Yalahar this time. This time it is the Arena and Zoo Quarter. So that was the gate that you would have came in if you had done the quest that allows you to access the gate. Otherwise, you either come through, well, I'll kill these bugs real quick. You would either go through the Magician's Quarter, through the Cemetery Quarter, through the Alchemist Quarter, and then down into the northern entrance of the arena. Or you would just go through the, I think that's the Foreign Quarter? I always can't remember the name of the Foreign and the Trade ones. Regardless, it's the one that's at the, 7 o'clock position if it were on a clock. So yeah, up here we've got a massive Earth Elemental. That I kind of forget what I'm doing with. Yeah, definitely came up here without having any real idea of what I was doing. Earth Elementals are resistant to physical. Massive ones are pretty tough. They poison, which is as something I point out frequently I hate. Luckily, they don't run at low HP. They do heal, though, which is annoying in its own special way. There you go. They apparently don't give great loot, either. Alright. Now, if you mosey on a little bit to the left here, you get the giant spider. So we'll kill him. You want to, especially if you're anything that wants to run, you want to be really careful with where you run. If you're trying to fight these at relatively low level. Just because, you do not want the giant spider and the earth elemental on you at the same time. That was some crap loot right there. And, hey, it's a person. That's kind of annoying. Well, if you had moseyed on even further, you would have ran into this nice friendly worm, which I was going to kill, but I didn't get the chance to. I'm gonna... Well, considering that guy went in that other direction, I guess I'll go to the left here. Just to point out, though, yeah, he's killing the Hydras. I want to see what level he is, actually. Come on. Come on. It's the level 143 Royal Paladin, and he's having a hard time with the Hydra. I guess he's not really having a hard time with the Hydra. Well, whatever. Anyway, this is the area where I came down originally, so we're going to just mosey on to the left of the Zoo Quarter. I believe that's where the Terror Bird came out of. We got some scorpions. More scorpions. I guess this is the scorpion cage. Another scorpion that's injured. Cobras. Lions. I'm attacking the wrong lion. There we go. Somebody put all these things in the low HP for some reason. Hyena, not that I really care. I don't really like fighting hyenas. Lions. Bear. I do kind of... Well, I guess I'll let that scorpion escape. Whatever. Another bear. The rat monkey. It's inside of that. Yeah, there it is. You can see its eyes. Excuse me. Got the hiccups. You read Dragon, the immortal species. You'll note that it's all sorts of dead. Tigers, snakes, wolves. I guess I'll take that with me. Tiger. More wolves. I guess I'll take a little bit of this meat with me. It's always a good idea to have a bit of extra. I can always throw it on the floor if I need to. Up here is an ancient scarab, which I'll kill. Hello, Mr. Ancient Scarab Man. Will Uturi core you? There we go. Junk, but whatever. Oh, yeah, I'm still paralyzed. Alright, so now we're going to kind of head a little bit south. Shark. There's a behemoth up there. I'll let him take care of that. That is the behemoth I killed on my night that I was talking about previously. I just kind of went up and hit it with attacks, waited until I got low HP, and went back down. Kind of interested in what this guy's doing. Okay, yeah, he just wanted to know what I was doing. It's nice. He wasn't a bot, and he was a nice guy. So we've got trolls, which are pointless. Bam. And a Congra. Congras are apes. Usually you run into them in Banatua, something like that. It's the ape city, basically, in Port Hope. I will eventually make my way over there. I just don't know when. Crocodiles. Yalahar definitely needs to fire at zookeepers. Mutated rat over there. We gotta think what's over here. Yeah, more Congras. Panda bear. Fun fact, when the pandas were first like introduced into Tibia, a whole bunch of people were like, "Oh my god, it's inappropriate to be killing an endangered animal." Like, for real? Core Constrictor Scout. I have not actually tried fighting these on Dal yet. Let's see. Okay, this is going pretty well, so. Take the shrimp. Shrimp sell for a decent amount of money, actually. Coras come in two different varieties. Scout variety and not scout variety. Scouts are ones that you find above land. They are pretty weak. And then non-scouts are the ones that you find underwater and are significantly tougher. Like, several times tougher. Do not think that because you can kill a Cora scout easily that you can kill an actual Cora. Also, there's a weird thing where I think, like, there's 5 different kinds of Coras. There's Predators, there's, Predators, Pincers, Hydromancers, Mantisassins, Constrictors, and... was that all of them? Mantisassin, Constrictor, Hydromancer, yeah, Predator, okay. So, the, like, for Scouts, the Hydromancer and the Pincer are the strongest, and then the Predator is, like, the middle ground one. By the way, I think it's Pincer. It might be Pinchers, though. Anyway, long story short is, for the Scouts, the Hydromancer, I believe, is the strongest, followed by the Pincer, followed by the Predator, and then the Mantisassins like the weakest. Actual cores are a little bit different. I think the Mantisassin is stronger. Hey, it's the guy. Oh, I was gonna... I mean, let him kill the elephant. Alright. So yeah, there would, under normal circumstances, be Hydra up here. He killed them already. I think there's, possibly 2 staircases? Nope. Okay. It would be hilarious if the Hydra respawned while I was standing here. Dal can probably survive a Hydra, but definitely not kill a Hydra. She can't damage them enough for that to be relevant. I would have tried killing the Dragon Lord, but since he was nearby, I figured he might want it. Oh, I didn't go to offensive. Whoops. Oh, there we go. So, I mean, that's the actual zoo area. It doesn't appear that Mr. Oh, dude, I didn't even catch his name. Should give him a shout out because he was a cool guy. If I see him again. Crap. Yeah. If I see him again, I'll make sure I give him a shout out. So then this is the actual arena, and he does not appear to be hunting in here. Incidentally, you can't see this right now, but there are like 3 separate bugs crawling around on my computer screen that I'm not thrilled about. Oh, and I just squished that one onto it. Now I got bug guts on my screen. Alright. So, I don't know if I can take these guys, but these are undead gladiators, and they hit pretty hard, and are kind of defensive in nature. Yeah. I kind of did not want to have to fight two of them at once. They were, like, surprisingly dangerous when I was messing with them on Silveus before. To be fair, though, Silveus didn't have his shield equipped, so... Each of these little balconies just has two of them. They do have a ranged attack. It's the same ranged attack I have, actually. They can whirlwind throw you. Hurrah! Well, all things considered, this is actually going pretty well. Yeah, on Silveus, because I don't have a shield, I definitely want to run them, and there's not enough room at all up there to run them. So you can make a full circuit up on this area, which I'll do, and I'll hit up each of the balconies. Oh, I should remember... I have to remember to keep Utura on. It's killing me when I forget that. Oh, hey, I guess apparently they go invisible. Good to know. Ah, my bleed damage killed him. Yeah, I've killed a couple of them on Silveus, but like they, as far as I know, they're only in this arena. Both up on these balconies and then deeper down into the arena. I don't know if they're anywhere else in the game, honestly. And all of those places kind of have them in, like, very close proximity to each other. Which is all sorts of not ideal. Oh boy. Let's heal myself a little bit up down here before I go back up. As far as I know, they don't heal, though, which is a good thing. What did I get from that guy? Junk. I know the barbarian bloodwalkers are supposed to be able to drop red pieces of cloth, which supposedly make them like semi-profitable to hunt. I don't really know how true that is. Red pieces of cloth are pretty the price of them depends pretty heavily on your server. And I know at least on Olympa the price was not good. I don't know how good it is here, though. It's a barbarian bloodwalker. It's dead. Ooh, but it dropped ham. I love me some ham. The funny thing about these guys is they don't know how benches work. They can't figure out how to step over a bench. Oh, I'm not attacking anybody right now, am I? I did not know they go invisible. By the way, an interesting fact about these dudes is, unlike pretty much every other form of undead, they are not weak against holy damage. They're actually resistant to holy damage. And unlike every other type of undead that is resistant to earth damage, they are not resistant to earth damage, they're actually weak to it. Alright, so that was the top floor. We'll loop around this way now. Here you have gladiators. Gladiators are not very profitable, not very good EXP. Relatively low defense, but have a semi-high amount of HP. So, you know, 66, 119. They do run at really low HP. They do not drop anything worthwhile. And they hit surprisingly hard. So all in all, they sort of suck. And there's a decent amount of them here too, which is even more annoying. Yeah, like comparably, Minotaurs are a little bit less EXP monsters. But I think they give better loot, and base Minotaurs are like will hit way less than these guys will. These guys are less of a monster that you would want to hunt and more of like a hurdle that you have to overcome to get to the place where you actually want to be, is how I would describe them. On a side note, and this is an example of me being sort of crazy, as I yawn really loud. Back, way back, when I was still like a crappy player in Tibia, brass armor was something that was like really cool to loot. So I mean, it weighs 80 ounces and it's worth 150 gold. And so it was like one of the things I would always like take back because it was a decent, it was a decent 150 gold. By the way, this is as far as you can go on the side. So yeah, it was a decent like 150 gold, right? And also, I would loot bag back then, which is something you can't really do. But these days, like, plate armor is 120 ounces, and I don't bother. I'm going to go down the main area here. I don't bother picking up plate armor. Because, like, it's not worth the weight that it fills up. And it's got a better gold to ounce ratio than brass armor. But I still pick up the brass armor anyway, just because it's, like, a conditioned reflex. I never really looted plate armors before because, they only drop by things that are semi-strong, and I was never really what you would call semi-strong. By the way, that little trick... Oh, it's hard. That you saw for 1 second. I'll see if I can showcase it again. Alright, these guys are all on me. I'll pick, like, him to attack, and then I'll run around him so the other ones can't hit me. That's called dancing. And it's like a... Wow. See, this is what I'm talking about when I say they hit hard. Sometimes... so anyway, yeah. Dancing is what you do for melee enemies who you don't want to let keep hitting you. We'll eventually go down there, but not right this second. One of the things I also want to point out is... For, like, see these gladiators that kind of suck and there's no reason to actually fight them? A lot of times people will just put them down into the amount of HP where they run and then just let them run. Because you're only missing out on, like, basically no loot and a very minor amount of EXP. It's better to just get them out of your way so that you don't have to deal with them in the future. You'll see that happen a lot in the larva caves with, like, the ancient scarabs. People will put the scarabs down into low HP so that the scarabs run and then just don't bother killing them. Because you don't want a whole bunch of scarabs, like, getting in your way while you're trying to run an ancient scarab. He can't get out, by the way, and you can't get to him. It's a mutated rat. The mutated rats are basically like the lions that would be in the Roman arenas. Something for the gladiators to fight, basically. Yep, and then the mutated rat would be over here. So we can go down the stair here, and it leads to a quest that I apparently have access to. That's kind of cool. The last time I was here, I did not have access to that. I could not open up that door. I probably should have spoke to him, but yeah, I'm not going to. Alright. Oh, man. Looks like somebody's actually hunting down here. Well, I'll showcase as much as I can before they're like, shoo. I did not mean to Exonopox there. I meant to Utura. One of the awesome things about my gamepad, by the way, it's like a Razer Nostromo, I think it's called. Nostromo? God, I have no idea how that word is pronounced. I can't loot bodies without putting my hand on the mouse, but I can attack monsters and pretty much do everything else without putting my hand on the mouse, and it's awesome. Yeah, I mean, somebody's definitely hunting here, which really sucks. Well, at least I'm getting a couple mutated rats, and I am gonna just progress until I run into the person, and then I'm like, alright, I'll leave. I wonder if it'll be that same dude. I wonder if he's here hunting. I feel like he's too high of a level to care about mutated rats, but he could be all the way at the bottom. Because I'm not seeing any other dead rats besides the ones that maybe he cleared out when he went straight down. So maybe I'll get lucky. Although a paladin would not have killed all of them in that one location like that. Oh well. You know, we'll find out when I get down there. No reason to stress about it now, I suppose. I charged forward a little bit too much. Dance, dance, dance. Oh. I done made a mistake. I have my potions hotkeyed to my mouse. And sometimes my feeble mind has a hard time comprehending that I need to hit the potion button and not the click button. So a lot of times I go to just take a potion and I click it with my thumb, but I also click my index finger on the click. So I'll be standing here fighting a monster and I'll go to drink a potion and accidentally be like, whoops, and then just start walking over here. This might be sort of bad. There we go. Hey, that actually went pretty well. So yeah, we got some mutated tiger, mutated bat, mutated rat. I had a smorgasbord of mutations. Oh, that sucked. Bah! Pro tip, throw your sword at the enemy's face. Fun fact, by the way, these chairs here, monsters can't walk over them, nor can they push them. So if you're trying to run things here, for instance, go straight through that because the monsters can't handle it. I've still, never exactly looked at what mutated bats are capable of damage-wise. So everything about them is kind of like, I don't know how this works. I'm gonna get him here. That way when he tries to run, he'll go through the diagonal, and I'll be able to hit him. Foo. Darn it. Okay, so none of that worked. I got a life ring. That's kind of cool. I'll wear that. Alright, so that's everything on this side. Now I'll pop down and see what fun stuff happens downstairs. Okay, somebody is definitely hunting here. So I'm just gonna run through it real quick. Hello. Alright. He's fighting the mutated tiger over there. I did, yeah, might as well pick this up. I did on Silveus get to here before, and then it's the downstairs part that sucks. Surprised, is he not going down? I don't want to kill his tiger. I'll run away and leave his tiger to him. Alright, well, that's basically how this is. You kind of can't see it, but supposedly after you kill those ones that are right there at the stairs, you can kind of lure the rest out. So as a paladin, if you can take care of the ones that are directly at the stairs, you'll be fine. Anyway, that guy's name was Aquiles el Barbaro, I guess. He's a pretty cool guy. To be fair, by the way, from my perspective, I'm like, oh man, this dude's gonna shoo me out of here and prevent my video from being completed. And, like, he totally is. But from his perspective, he's probably thinking, dude, what is this level 66 doing here? Like, they're going to get in my way. And then he's probably thinking, are they going to try to lure things at me? Am I somehow, like, the first wave of a PK attempt that's about to be launched upon him? So, yeah. It pays to be polite to people in Tibia, by the way. Like, a lot of times you'll run into a place like this and people will just be like, I hunt here, leave. Like, yeah, up yours, buddy. Like, would it hurt you to be like, hey, I'm hunting here? Would it be cool if you left from, like... Or, like, tell me when you're gonna leave. Because a lot of people are like, oh, I'm gonna hunt here for the next 20 hours. Alright. Yeah, I was hunting here before, and then some girl comes in, and she, like, keeps poking her head down while I'm trying to hunt. And then I ran out of, like, food, and I had to go, like, drop supplies off. So then I went, dropped supplies off, came back 5 minutes later, and she's, like, hunting here. And I'm like, alright, well, that's kind of annoying, right? So, like, I'm just like, alright, whatever. I'm just gonna kill monsters. Like, I'm gonna ignore her. So then she's like, leave, I hunt here. And I'm like, I was hunting here until, like, 5 minutes ago. She's like, yeah, well, you left. I'm like, yeah, to get supplies. She's like, once you leave, your hunting spot's gone. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's not how that works. I don't really know what the etiquette is on that particular topic, but I feel like it doesn't work that way. You know, I'm not even going to bother with these gladiators. Well, I'm going to bother with him because I already injured him. He's, like, marked as my EXP at this point. I will do one more circuit on the fancy guys, the undead gladiators up top, just because I want to see what they get. By the way, these guys will not push boxes, which is why there's always crates there. Always crates there. It's a lamp! Lamps are light sources, like torches or magic light wands. You have to fill them up with oil, though. And then they last a decent amount of time, though. These guys also have not mastered the art of going over benches, just for the record. Nope, I forgot to heal there. I forgot that these guys actually hit pretty hard. Killed one of them. Belted Cape. Ooh, hey, I leveled up. Belted Cape, I think, can be sold in Edron for a minor amount of money. I will double check that real quick. I'm going to pause here. Belted Capes are sold in Edron, or purchased by an NPC in Edron, I guess, for 500 gold a pop. So that's not really a huge reward. And since I have to go to some random NPC in Edron, it's kind of even less of an awesome reward. But what can you do? I suppose it's better than nothing. Alright. Next bit of Undead Gladiator. This, by the way, is basically how knights fight, like, the whole time throughout the game. Drink massive amounts of potion, constantly heal, and just repeat the process over and over again. Scimitars aren't really worth anything, and you need, I think, the Jin quests to be able to sell them, so I'm not going to bother. Although they are specifically used in a quest. So, if you need to do that quest, although that's a crappy quest, and most people don't do it, you do need a scimitar, though. $7 gold coins. That'll take me far. Tibia Wiki actually suggests that when, as a knight, if you're fighting undead gladiators, that you should just try to get 2 of them on you at once. 2 instead of 1, or sorry, 2 instead of 1, I guess, yeah, because you're going to be doing most of your damage through Exori anyway, through spells, because they have really high defense. So you might as well just, you know, go all in with the whole spell thing. Brass armor. 100 gold coins, I guess is cool. Leave the brass armor behind, though. So yeah, you're going to be doing most of your damage via spells, so you might as well just be using Exori and hitting both of them at the same time. Banotoa has something bad happening deep, deep down under it. And you don't want to do more than 2. Where's the other one? There it is. Yeah, you don't want to do more than 2, because more than 2 will break your shielding as a knight. And then you'll be eating it pretty hard. Hey, I killed both of them at once. That always makes me feel special when I can kill 2 enemies like that. It's definitely something that's impossible to do on a paladin. Paladins have no real AoE. I want to see if that the Dragon Lord is still alive. And I also will go kill that worm that I didn't get to kill earlier. By the way, on the topic of the Dragon Lord, I have not attempted to kill a Dragon Lord yet on Dal Dal. So I don't know if I can. Oh, I guess that dude killed it already. Whatever. I want to peel its skin off. Or I'm going to use a rope on it. There we go. Carnophilia. These are kind of annoying monsters, by the way. They are, they super paralyze. They have a moderately powerful ranged attack. They hit pretty hard in melee. I don't know if they heal or not. And they have like a berserk attack that deals like earth damage. So I guess that guy is still here. You know, I'm going to try to run around and find him real quick so I can find his name and give him his shout out for being a cool dude. Hey. I don't want to get in the way. Urza Vendetta. Cool dude. Again. Alright, yep, he was a cool dude. I had to give him his proper props. Pass. Alchemist. There we go. Alright. I didn't want to... The only reason I went to the Alchemist's quarter here instead of going back the other way is because I did not want to, like, double back past him. Anyway, though, I gave him his shout-out. What was it again? I should probably be attacking this mutated human, huh? Urza Vendetta. Good dude. Good dude. Alright, once I get back to the thing, I will... Well, you know, I can just end the video here, I suppose. Alright, people, thank you for tuning in again. Like, comment, favorite, subscribe. On a quick side note, and I'll say this at the beginning of another video just in case nobody hears it, if you're interested in picking up Tibia and you want to start on Amera or on Olympa. Olympa is non-PvP, Amera is optional PvP. There's also retro PvP, which uses like an old set of PvP rules, and there's enforced PvP where you can kill anybody for any reason and you get experience points for killing people and things like that, I think. Although I don't know if they changed it in any way. Anyway, if you want to start on Olympa or on Amera, and you want to get me to hook you up with some like starting equipment and stuff like that, you know, give me a message. I'll see what I can do. Yeah, and I mean, besides starting equipment, I can kind of help you like learn the ropes of the game, show you some hunting spots that are in my videos, do whatever I can. Fortunately, paladins aren't super great team hunters, but as a knight, I at least could block for you if necessary. So, yep, that's that. Again, thank you for watching my videos, and have a good night.